hormones. We're talking about hormones again. Hello to all of you. Happy Tuesday. So I thought it'd be something interesting here, and that is just my experience with hormones. So I don't need to take that right now. I already took it. But I've talked about hormones plenty of times, including just last month. We talked briefly about it, but I just wanted to say, so as you know, I'm a transgender woman. And if you don't know that, then I don't know how you don't know that. Anyway, so I have been taking hormones since, when did I start? Gosh, I don't even remember when I started exactly. 2011, I guess? I don't know. I may need to look it up on my About page on my website to actually see, but let's take a look. Hormones. I came out in 2010. Started hormones in late 2011. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about that. So back then, I was still presenting as a male and such, so I had testosterone. So you have to block the testosterone with androgen blockers. And, I didn't really have any side effects of that. Normally it does make you pee more and whatever, and it probably did. I don't know, but I took that. And you don't need to take that after surgery. So when I had surgery and I had, the androgen producers removed, then I don't need to use it anymore because I don't have any testosterone. So let me tell you, if you've watched my videos before, you know about the struggle that I had initially with the hormones. I first started taking hormones and I was doing injections, which is the safest way, is the most efficient way, and that's kind of why I did it, because it was supposed to be the best way of doing it. No, never again. It wasn't so much sticking the needle in me and, injecting. It was the fact that I felt ill afterwards, and I just was not able to walk. Like, I remember the first time I did it, oh my gosh, I felt awful. I was feeling sick. I don't know if I vomited. I think I was close. I may have a few times. I don't remember exactly, but it was pretty rough. I felt like fevery, like I just have some sort of major sickness going on, and I just was not all that great. And not only that, I needed crutches to walk around. I could not walk. I could not move. I could not do anything. It was a terrible, terrible experience. But let me tell you this. So after just that one time, within a week's time, I started noticing some tenderness right here. Okay? Some tenderness. So they started to grow. And that was back when I had a lot more energy than I have now, obviously, because I was, 21 as opposed to 30. But I would just be moving all around, moving really fast, going all over the place and everything. And both my boobs, both of them, I banged into something really hard, and I think that stunted the growth. I think that these things could have been bigger, but, they're... Can you see anything? I can't see anything. A little bit, but not much. So I think I stunted the growth of both of them, because I banged the one into a refrigerator when I opened the door. I went bang right into it, and then the other one, I was opening just my door to go into my room, and it kind of got stuck on my, I had my foot in the way when I went to open it, and I walked, and then it banged into my, it just hurt. All of that just hurt so bad. It really did. Really, really bad. Hurt really, really bad. So yeah, it was awful. It was really awful, and it was not a good, pleasant experience. And just with the injections and that, and I continued with the injections for a little bit, and it just kept causing these issues. And I spoke to the doctor about it, and they thought maybe it was a type of oil that it was carried in. So we switched, and it was better. It was like less thick of an oil, and it was better, but still wasn't all that great. And I was doing this every 2 weeks. But apparently now there are some people who do it once a week, and they do half the dose or whatever. I don't know, but I just could not do it. And for anyone else who can do that, I mean, wonder why I had the issues. And I was doing it in my thighs, and they say, do it in your butt as well. And I can't imagine if I do it in my butt, and that sounds nasty, if I inject it into my booty fat, there you go, then what's going to happen if I try to sit down? Am I not even going to be able to sit? I mean, my muscle was like rock hard. It was just so bad after those injections. It really was, but it was efficient. I started noticing some things happening right away. It was good for me, and then it just took some time, and then with the injections, it's like you have a spike of hormones, then you go down. That's kind of why I probably had some like hot flashes here and there, because the spike of hormones, and then it would go down, and I would just have those cycles. It's like women who get their period, but I would be getting it twice a month as opposed to just once a month. But it doesn't come with all the other side effects. It's just the emotional and the hormone type of thing. But yeah, I just couldn't stand the not walking and the pain. So I was like, you know what? I have to get off this. I can't do it. So I went to the pills instead, and they were certainly far easier. So I just put them under my tongue. I let them dissolve. That's usually what's been recommended. But at this point, I don't know how much it's doing for me, because my body's already adjusted to it. If I stop taking it, I don't know how things would change. I will say this: I thought that the hormones were causing me some fatigue and pain, which I still think that they do to some degree, because estrogens can cause, especially I guess if a male's taking it. I'm a male taking the female hormones to make my body as a female, and such. I don't know how good or healthy that is. I don't know. But I'll say this. I did stop. I took half the dose for a period of time, maybe like a month or two. And I was noticing like more body hair coming back. My facial hair was growing back quicker. It was like harder to talk up higher. Like I had like a deeper voice, which sometimes I do. Like right now, I feel as though I'm talking kind of high. Like I'm not talking in the chest really. But when I get on the gaming stuff and I'm playing the games, I'm like, yo, let's talk down here. I don't know how I really talk, but it's definitely deeper. I know that. But yeah, honestly, I would rather not to be on it at all. I really wouldn't. I don't want to take any prescriptions. I don't want to take any sort of drugs, especially ones that I feel as though are causing me to be fatigued and tired and, just feeling weak and having aches and pains and all that stuff. 'Cause I never had, for the most part, never had these issues when I was a male. Never did. It's just females. But you gotta think, is that worth it when it comes to me being happy with myself? And I would say that it is. So, I mean, at this point, I probably could stop and there wouldn't be any major issues. Some people would say, well, your bones, you're going to get osteoporosis and stuff like that. And that is certainly a valid concern, but at the same time, it's like, well, what happens if I am getting enough calcium and magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin K, all those bone minerals? Will it really apply then? I don't know. But whatever the case is, it's just, I think, for each and every person, you have to weigh the risks and the benefits. The benefits, if the benefits outweigh the risks, then go right ahead and do it. Like, that's what I did. I took that risk, took the hormones, I had surgery, I transitioned, and I took that risk, and I'm happier as a result. Like, imagine me now coming on here as a male. Like, how many of you would have even known about me if I was just a normal male, cisgender male, that looked, let me show you. There he is. there's your dead luck. And then I transform into that, from male to female to goth to, yeah. So yeah, just I don't know. It's quite incredible, isn't it? Isn't that incredible? Anyway, that's all. You all take care now. I'm gonna go back to my work, and I'll catch you later.